intros like this, but I'm currently descending hundreds of feet into a cave that runs over 5 kilometers deep into the earth. And whether we like it or not, as soon as my friends and I touch the ground, we are officially stranded here for the next 7 days. That might have been the scariest thing I've ever done. First things first, we gotta get really far away from where we rappelled down.
Why?
If it storms, this entire area could flash flood, fill up like an ocean, and potentially drown us all. Which is why we're going deep into the cave to set up base camp.
Bro, this is just wicked. Dude, this is like a different world.
This cave entrance may be beautiful, but looks can be deceiving. We didn't know it yet, but the next 7 days will by far be the hardest of our entire lives. Where's the It's gonna get dark in a couple hours. If we don't have a camp, we're screwed, okay?
Do you have any idea where you're going?
We're just looking for flat ground to set up camp. Upon entering the mouth of the cave, we stumbled upon an area with high enough elevation to protect us from any flash flooding, meaning that it was perfect for camp.
Perfect is the crazy word.
Good enough is what I would use.
Good enough for camp. We spent the rest of day 1 grabbing our supplies that we were dropped with.
Each one of these bags weighs like 80 pounds.
And as you can see by the footage, we spent around 4 hours.
This is very hard to traverse.
Getting all of it back up to our base camp. All right, we've got some lights on in here. Our supplies are finally at our home base. And if you point the camera over there, you'll see it's pitch black. It took all day. And so we set up the bare minimum for camping grounds. We drilled holes to hang up some ropes. Grab these, pull yourself up. Looks like the ropes will be able to support hammocks. And with the help of our survival guide, Joel, we hung our hammocks. This thin rope is what holds up my hammock.
Yep.
Ate some dinner and prepared for a very cold night 1.
Not gonna lie, this hammock is way more comfortable than I thought it would be.
Hey. Oh, God.
Why is my head so big, bro?
This part of the cave is 2.5 kilometers deep, and we're basically camping at the entrance. Tomorrow, we have a lot of exploring. How'd you guys sleep?
Horribly.
I didn't. It's a very perplexing environment. The cave's constantly dripping water on us from above, so we put a tarp over us. But even still, the water's dripping into our hammocks.
I have an idea. Let's make our shelter actually good.
I say we connect these tarps so we stay dry while we're sleeping.
That's literally genius.
I'm not just a YouTuber, okay?
My hammock gets out right here. Are we serious right now? This is where I just got out of bed.
And we didn't realize it at the time, but this hole is almost 40 feet deep. So while Sean and I got started on the super tarp, Mac and Carl went to see how dangerous this hole was for themselves.
Do you see my hammock up there? That is where I slept. Now look at this.
And because everything looks the same, and it's probably pretty hard to follow us in this cave, on this map, you can see our home base and how far they're moving away from it.
All right, Mac. It's been real, bro. Oh, bro, this is crazy.
While the boys are randomly exploring, me and Sean actually have to work on the camp. Why is there a sleeping bag over here?
Because it smelled like pee.
Ew.
Lesson number 1, don't rent your sleeping bags.
Why did we rent sleeping bags? Why did we not just buy sleeping bags? We're zip tying the tarps together to create one mega tarp. Don't mind me just trusting this rope with my life. And meanwhile, Mac and Carl were still in a hole.
Oh my God, Mac.
And eventually, they finally made it to the bottom.
Hey!
We're supposed to be working on camp.
We just wanted to show how dangerous camp was.
Just don't fall. It's a skill issue.
Oh, okay.
And even though they should have been on their way back, Carl and Mac insisted on seeing how deep they could go.
Bro, this just looks so crazy.
You think you could make it through the river?
Well, little do these two know, this river actually runs throughout the entire cave, which means we'll be spending some time in it.
Oh, there they are.
Tell me you guys cooked.
Oh, we cooked.
That's right.
A new home, am I right?
Let's go.
We now have a roof.
Look at this. I'm not gonna lie, you're actually kind of gross.
And we moved the fire pit to this little cove we found. What do you think?
It's warmer. It's cozy.
These rocks trap the heat here and block the pee from the rocks above.
It's not pee.
What do I call it?
I don't know, maybe rain or something.
But it's not rain, it's rock.
Baby.
Wait, point it up. Do you see clouds? No, you see rocks. It's not rain.
Rock pee.
Rock pee.
Rock pee, fine.
All right, it's rock pee. And after a much drier night of sleep, we decided to have Joel, our survival expert, help us get all the way to the end of the cave. Cave!
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 Cave! Cave! Cave.
Let's see how deep in the cave we can make it. Now, keep in mind, we are still just at the beginning of this massive cave, and our goal is to make it all the way through it, without dying, of course. Oh my gosh, this is kind of steep.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet.
We're going deep in the cave.
All right, boys, suck in your guts.
It's where things get tight.
I don't actually think I'm gonna fit. The interesting part about cave exploration is 1 second, you're barely fitting through cracks in the rocks.
Oh my God, this is so tight.
And then the next, you're in a massive chamber, so big that in order to see it all, we had to do this.
Woo! Oh my God! I can actually see now. This is awesome. This thing is bright. Woo!
Bro, look at how cool this is.
Yeah! It's so bright, I can't even look at it. I'm like getting blinded.
Oh no! Oh no! In hindsight, we probably didn't use that the most effectively.
Lead the way.
And so we continued on.
Feel free, there's a really good handle up the top
Right here?
there. And then you can sort of swing a foot around onto this one.
Like this?
Yeah, yep, perfect.
Joel, the best caving guide ever. No one's died yet.
All right, guys, this is where things get interesting.
What? What is this?
So from this point on, wetsuits, we're going for a swim.
Yesterday, Mac and Carl were joking about doing this, but the rest of this cave adventure takes place in a freezing river.
Oh my God, this is insane!
Needing wetsuits are the only way to not get hypothermia.
Why are we doing this?
This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Because you die after you do it.
So in order to get to the end of the cave, we have to hop in this river and fight the rapids through this tiny hole in the rock and carefully squeeze our way through it.
Take your time, it will take your feet behind you a little bit.
All right, I'm getting in the river.
Follow the wall around to
It's
the
so
left.
cool.
You got it, Jimmy.
Ah, I don't know if I fit.
Jimmy, I need you to pull yourself up out of the water.
Oh my God. What's crazy about doing this
It's so cold.
is when you're completely submerged in freezing cold water, gripping onto the rocks becomes incredibly hard.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Mac, Carl, let's go.
You got this. Keep going. Look how crazy this is, dude.
And even though this obstacle was difficult, it's nothing compared to what's up ahead. Hey, boys, we're now 10% done. Which means we've only scratched the surface of this expedition, and we still have over 2 kilometers remaining to reach the end.
As you can see, it rains in this cave 24/7. So I'm making a chill spot for us to hang out in and not get wet. I wonder what it would look like if I wasn't here to build all this. Pretty sure they'd just be sleeping in a pile on a wet rock.
Why don't we keep moving now that the bodies are wet? You got it! Temperatures are going to drop quickly.
Why is this so difficult? The worst part is, every inch we go this way is an inch we gotta go that way to get back to camp.
Our next obstacle may be out of the water, but that doesn't make it any easier to get through.
Is that a spider web? Spider, I don't see a spider. That means it's probably on us. Oh, it's on you, it's on you. I hate my friends. This cave is like a Mr. Beast video. The further you go, the harder it gets. Just straight up, if we didn't have Joel, I'd be dead.
And after 3 hours, Joel had some bad news for us.
The water's too high and we've taken too long. We're going to have to turn around for today and head back to camp.
I disagree.
You can't disagree with the safety expert.
I disagree.
Well, we can't really disagree. It turns out we wasted way too much time filming and playing with flares to the point where we now had to restart and attempt this mission another day.
Sean, we're back. What did you do while we were gone?
Hopefully nobody gets wet now.
Bro, I didn't even know we packed lights.
Yeah, they're awesome, right?
Sadly, we only made it 20% through the cave today. But mark my words, we will go the distance in a future day.
I doubt it. That's not gonna happen.
We might rest on day 4, and then on day 5, try to go all the way to the end of the cave and see what's there. Day 3 was a lot of fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
And after a third miserable night in the cave, the next morning,